everyone. I am Brenda Bennett, also known as Sugar-Free Mom, and I am here today making a quick and easy skillet chicken parmesan that is keto friendly and made in under 30 minutes. This new recipe comes from my new cookbook called Naturally Keto, which is releasing October 29th, 2019. And I figured I'd share it today, get you excited about the book, and hope that you'll pre-order it. It is available now on Amazon for pre-order. In the book, I have over 135 recipes. 50 of them are dairy-free, another 20 can be made dairy-free very easily. I have 75 egg-free and I have 115 tree nut-free since my youngest has a tree nut and peanut allergy. But this recipe I'm making today for the skillet chicken parmesan is just a family-friendly, quick, easy keto recipe that you don't need to do all the baking in the oven for. It doesn't take hours to make. It can really be made in 30 minutes or less. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of time. I have 3 teenagers and they also eat a lot and I'm always busy every night. So this is the recipe that I make almost weekly because they love it. All right, let's get started on making this recipe. The first thing that I like to do is go to Whole Foods and ask them to use the bone-in chicken and actually skin it for me so that I can have the skins to make chicken chips, which is a recipe on my website you can find. Super crispy, super delicious. And then I also have them separate the bones out and you can use that for bone broth. But today we're just going to use the boneless chicken breast. You want about 2 pounds. So when your chicken comes in the bag that's already, they're boneless and skinless, you want to start with some parchment paper down in the bottom because we want to pound this out to be thinner than it is. You want to slice these in half lengthwise, and then we're going to take another piece of parchment on top and pound them out. And we want them about a 1/2 inch thick after we pound. Right now, they're pretty thick. The thinner they are, the quicker they will be to cook in the skillet, since we're not baking these. All right, we are ready to pound the chicken. My favorite part. You need a meat mallet. And you're just gonna whack them. It's fabulous. And it didn't get dirty, so I don't have to clean it. Voila. Nice, thin. Your hands are gonna get dirty, so no need to wash them again. All right, we're gonna start with our egg mixture. And I have 2 eggs in a nice shallow bowl, and you just wanna beat these. And to this, I'm adding some minced garlic and some chopped parsley and some pepper and salt. That was a lot of pepper. It's fine. We like pepper. I have actual amounts on the recipe itself. And stir this up. And our chicken is going to be dipped into this first before it goes into the second shallow bowl. So let's just put this to the side. In the second shallow bowl, I am adding some grated Parmesan. And this is my keto breading. I'm not sharing this today. This is in the cookbook. You can use some almond flour, some pork rinds. This is my special secret keto breading that is fantastic to fry. So you want to get your hands on this cookbook to get this recipe. And I need another fork to mix this all up. And then we're going to start dipping. Very, very simple. Very, very quick. Right, so we're going to start with chicken. Lay it in the egg mixture. Flip it over. Let a little drop off and then put it right into the breading mixture. And then lay that right on the baking sheet. One done, a few more to go. All right, once you have all your chicken nicely coated and on the baking pan, you're going to head over to your stove and you are going to add some avocado oil in a very large skillet and heat it up pretty well, and you can test out the oil by using the end of a wooden spoon to see if it bubbles a little bit. You'll know it's hot enough to start adding the chicken. And let's go do that now. All right, everyone, once you have all your chicken coated and you've heated your oil in the pan, and it's on medium heat for me. Every stove is different. Gas stove is better. I have an electric. It's a little bit harder to manage the heat, so you have to play around with it, make sure your stuff's not burning. So I would just say start out, and if you hear that sizzle, it's good. Put them all in. You want to hear the sizzle. The sizzle is going to be a nice crisp skin. And you're going to cook it 4 to 5 minutes until it's browned on both sides. So I'm not going to look at it. I'm not even going to touch it for at least 2 minutes. And then I'm going to look at it, check the bottom. If it looks nicely browned, I'm going to flip it over and do it on the other side. We're not trying to cook the whole thing right now because we are going to add sauce in a few minutes after it's browned, and then cover it and let it finish cooking with the cover on. So it should only take about 10 minutes total. When you have a nice brown, not too brown, but enough, as you can see here, you flip them. And that was really, seriously, only 2 minutes. As long as you have pounded them really thin, about a ½ inch in thickness, you'll be able to cook them quick. You can let them go a little bit more if you want them, more crisp. I like the way they look, but like I said, it's personal preference how much browning that you're looking for on the bottom there. And if you have more chicken pieces than I have, you can remove them, add some more oil, and repeat this procedure. And then we'll add the sauce in a minute. So once you feel like they're nicely browned, you remove them to a plate. And it's fine if you don't have a cover for the plate. They're going to go back and get warm with the sauce when we cover it up. Okay, now we're going to deglaze this pan with the sauce. I have my own homemade marinara sauce. You can also find that recipe on my blog. You can also use Rayo's. I'm going to lower the temperature a little bit and scrape the bottom. Get all the yummy bits off the bottom of the pan. Now that's boiling and that's set, we're going to add the chicken back. Give it about 5 minutes, and then in about 5 minutes we'll check the internal temperature is at least 165, and then we'll add some sauce and cheese. All right, so this has been going for 5 minutes. You can see it's looking very, very nice. We're going to spoon over some of the sauce onto the top of each chicken breast. All right, then we're going to top it with the mozzarella. Shredded mozzarella goes on top. And I would just cover it up again just to melt the cheese. You can lower the temperature, or you can even shut it off because it's cooked. We're just going to cover it and let it go about a minute to let the cheese be all melted. All right, when you're ready to serve your skillet chicken Parmesan for the family, I enjoy grating some Parmesan over the top. And I also like to add some fresh parsley. I just like to break it. You could use a scissor. Just break a few pieces over the top, rip them, tear them. It's just fresh and delicious. And that's it. That is how you make your skillet chicken Parmesan, 30 minutes or less. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you try this recipe and you love it. If you're watching on Facebook, please share. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel for more keto-friendly recipes. And you can find this recipe on my website, sugarfreemom.com. I'd love for you to comment if you've tried it, and you can review it for me. And also, this recipe is in my new cookbook, Naturally Keto, which is soon to be released October 29th, 2019. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.